Hello, and welcome to this episode of Early Motherhood. My name is Jocelyn Donovan. I'm the CPNP for Niwasa Condasman Tag, and today we're going to talk about tummy time. Now, tummy time is the practice of putting your baby on their tummy. So for this, the safest place for babies is on the floor. So that's why I thought we'd film this one on the floor today. So typically, on the first day of your baby's life, they can start doing tummy time. So unless a doctor tells you otherwise, you can start doing tummy time in the hospital. Many people feel more comfortable with very young babies starting on their chest. So they'll lay down, put baby on their chest, and they'll try to raise their head a bit. So at first you can put their head to one side, and then the goal is for baby to learn how to lift their head up. The purpose of tummy time is to strengthen the neck muscles so that baby learns how to hold up their own head, and this will help them learn how to sit and eventually crawl. Tummy time is something that you practice, ideally daily, up until the time they're able to sit independently. The first stage of tummy time is learning how to move their neck from side to side. So you would place baby down on your mat with a head pointing to one side when they're very, very young. And the goal is for baby to learn to move their head back and forth. So to do that, you can lay baby down here. So for example, let's say baby's looking this way. I'm the mummy. I would lay over here away from their face and say, hey baby, wanna come look over here? Wanna come see mama? And hopefully baby will start moving their head over to one side to follow you. You can also use toys for this. So I have just a few little shaky toys. I have my lovely play mat here. I have a little bunny. And I have a mirror. Mirrors are great. Babies love looking at themselves in the mirror, and they might make them more willing to sit for tummy time. The next stage is baby learning to reach out with their arms to reach for things in front of them while holding their head up. So once they hit this stage, they might also start rolling. When they reach those arms out, they might roll onto their side a bit and eventually onto their back. That's another goal of tummy time, is learning how to roll from one side to the other. Now the next stage is baby learning to put their hands down. See, I don't know how much this baby will do it, but we'll put their hands down and they look upwards. So that's a great time to introduce the mirror so baby can see themselves in the mirror and work on that neck strength. Ideally, you should try to do tummy time for about 15 minutes a day every day. This can be in a few different sessions. So you can do 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at midday, and 5 minutes in the evening. And if baby really hates tummy time, as some babies do, you can do it for 2 minutes at a time. Just start slowly and see if baby will become more accustomed to it as they get a bit older. There are some tools you can use for tummy time. One of them is called a sensory hoop. I didn't have one with me today, but what a sensory hoop is a hula hoop or any kind of large hoop that a baby could sit in the middle of that's surrounded by different textures and toys that baby can learn to touch and feel and grasp and maybe even chew on. Let me know if you're interested in learning how to make a sensory hoop, because that's something we could do for a workshop one day. Another great tool, like I mentioned before, is a Shatterproof Mirror. This won't break no matter how hard my kids throw it. And babies love looking at that cutie in the mirror. They aren't actually old enough to realize that it's them that they're looking at, so maybe they think they have a friend. Also, feel free to get other members of your household involved. Tummy time is not just a mom job. Dad can do it, or grandma, or older sister or brother. Get cousins involved. Babies love other children, so maybe they'll be more comfortable on their tummy if they have other kids to look at and play with. In the end, tummy time shouldn't be stressful. It should be a fun little activity to do with your baby every day to help them build their muscles. Don't use a timer to make sure you do it for 15 minutes exactly every day. It's okay if you start slow and just do a minute or two a day and try to work up to that 15-minute mark. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you learned a little bit more about tummy time and what you can do with your baby, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.